This is Autoline Daily, the show dedicated to enthusiasts of the global automotive industry. The Detroit Auto Show is being pushed back in the calendar once again. Organizers announced the next show will be held in September of 2021 and will remain in the fall going forward. This was supposed to be the first year the show was going to be held in June instead of its normal January date, but was canceled due to the pandemic. Part of the reason the Detroit show is moved from June to September is due to the LA Auto Show rescheduling from November to May of 2021, and with the New York Auto Show in April, it would be too much of a logistical nightmare for automakers to participate in auto shows for 3 consecutive months. The Detroit Auto Show was last held in January of 2019, so if it does happen next September, that means it will be 33 months between shows. Last week, General Motors CEO Mary Barra said the company is looking to use its batteries and EV drive system in aerial mobility or drones. And now Hyundai announced it's accelerating the development of passenger drones too. It's partnered with Incheon International Airport and KT Corp to conduct test flights with the goal of commercializing drones by 2028. In addition to developing the vehicles, the collaboration includes building up an infrastructure and creating a business model to help make the drones a reality.
We want to know what drives your testing. OTA, connected car, diagnostics, remote testing. Intrepid Control Systems is here to help you work from anywhere. Intrepid Control Systems, driven by your data.
Hey, don't forget to join us tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time for a special live hour-long breakdown of Tesla's Battery Day, which is being held later today. And we're bringing Bob Gallion and Sandy Monroe on board to give you some of the smartest insights from 2 of the foremost EV experts in the world. If you have any questions you'd like to pose to Bob and Sandy, send an email to viewermail@autoline.tv or send a tweet to @Autoline. Speaking of electric vehicles, with more models entering the EV segment, the battle to win over buyers is starting to really heat up. That's why Volkswagen is partnering with the EV charging network Electrify America to offer owners who buy the upcoming ID4 free charging. Owners receive 3 years of unlimited charging at any of Electrify America's stations across the country at no additional cost. The ID4 makes its world debut tomorrow, and deliveries start by the end of the year. And in other electric news, Mercedes has delayed the launch of the EQA, which is the all-electric version of the GLA. The company planned to unveil it during the third quarter and begin selling it by the end of the year. But Autocar reports Mercedes is delaying the launch by at least 6 months due to a reorganization of its EV production, battery cell supply problems, and complications from the pandemic. 2 versions of the EQA will be available, one with a single motor and front-wheel drive, the other with a dual motor and 4-wheel drive.
Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone Tires, your journey, our passion, and by Intrepid Control Systems, over-the-air engineering. Boost your game.
I've got to tell you, it was great to go through all the comments yesterday and see how many people wanted to share a story about where they put their hands on a steering wheel. As a ton of people pointed out, 9 and 3 and not 10 and 2 is considered the best place to put your hands to avoid the airbag if it deploys during an accident. 8 and 4 will do the same, but you have better control at 9 and 3. A good number of people also recommended not to wrap your thumbs around the steering wheel. The steering wheel can rotate violently during an accident, which can easily break a thumb. And Tom Kane says, the heck with steering wheels. Quote, just give me a joystick already, and this hand position debate is over. It's been a very long time since we've needed the leverage provided by a steering wheel to drive. And that makes me wonder, where would you put the joystick? Between your legs like a fighter jet, on the center console, maybe somewhere else? And does it also control acceleration and braking functions as well? If so, you could eliminate the steering wheel and pedals too. This clearly needs some more consideration. And lastly, Dave Marsh says, never mind the hand position, raise your headrest. Dave, I didn't notice that until after I watched the video back for the first time, and I was just waiting for someone to comment on it. I used my wife's car and didn't move the headrest for the video, but I assure you, it's always set at the proper height when I drive. Big thanks to everyone who left a comment. Chevy is providing some updates to the Silverado for 2021. GM's multifunction tailgate will now be an option on all trim levels of the truck. Engineers were also able to increase trailering capacity on its 2.7-liter turbo and 3-liter diesel engines by thousands of pounds compared to 2020 models, thanks to better-than-expected cooling performance and better-than-expected rear axle durability. New or enhanced trailering technology is available too, as are more standard features. The new trucks start rolling down the assembly line this month and hit dealers throughout the fall. Sticking with GM for a moment, but moving to China, Cadillac launched an improved version of the XT4, and it comes with an interesting feature called Face ID. It uses an infrared camera mounted on the B-pillar, which is automatically activated as the driver walks up to the vehicle, to confirm the user, and then it will unlock the doors and allow them to start the engine. The system also features a touchscreen on the B-pillar that incorporates fingerprint and password unlock. It's a feature that will cost customers about $1,500. And speaking of Cadillac, if you want to learn more about the design direction of the brand, be sure to join us for Autoline After Hours this week. Our special guest is Brian Smith, the Exterior Design Director of Cadillac. So join us this Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time for some of the best insights into the automotive business. But with that, we wrap up today's show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.